The Borderlands franchise has been around for a very long time, first releasing all the way back in 2009 with its original, followed by a few others being developed by GearBox software. The Borderlands franchise is one that has been a mainstay in the gaming industry, also not to mention the spin-off and the Borderlands series, Tiny Tina's Wonderland. Fans of the franchise are dying for anything new for the future of the series, and well, today that's what we'll be talking about. Yes, Borderlands 4. We'll break down some of these story details, the potential release date, the platforms, and the business side of things of what's happening with the future of GearBox Entertainment. But before we get started, if you're excited for Borderlands 4, please drop a like on this video, subscribe so you never miss a future upload, and now let's get started. So what's happening with the future of GearBox Entertainment? So the whole acquisition of GearBox is now expected to close in the first quarter of Take-Two Interactive's fiscal year of 2025. Now there's a lot of information breaking down the money side and the legal jargon, and I wanted to take the time to cover this article over at businesswire.com. They've done an awesome job breaking down everything you need to know about this acquisition and the future of GearBox Entertainment. So the article starts off with Take-Two Interactive Incorporated to acquire GearBox Entertainment's company, the developer of the highly successful Borderlands franchise. The transaction is valued at $460 million and is expected to close in the first quarter of Take-Two's fiscal year 2025. It'll expand 2K's internal development team with its proven industry-leading talent. It also says that GearBox and 2K Interactive are in active development on the next installment in the Borderlands series. It goes on by saying that Take-Two Interactive Software is one of the largest interactive entertainment companies in the world. It recently announced that it entered a definitive agreement with the Embracer Group to acquire GearBox Entertainment, an award-winning creator, industry-defining entertainment experiences, for $460 million. The consideration consists entirely of the newly issued shares of Take-Two Interactive's common stock. The number of Take-Two shares that will be calculated by dividing the purchase price by the average closing price per share on the NASDAQ Global Select. Take-Two Interactive expects the transaction to deepen its successful relationship with GearBox Entertainment and also to provide increased financial benefits through the fully integrated operational system. Take-Two Interactive will acquire GearBox's extensive portfolio of the intellectual properties they already own, including the full ownership of the critically and commercially acclaimed Borderlands, as well as Tiny Tina's Wonderland, Homeworld, Risk of Rain, Brothers in Arms, Duke Nukem, and anything in GearBox's future pipeline. GearBox Software currently has 6 key interactive entertainment projects in various stages of different development cycles, including 5 sequels, 2 of which are from the Borderlands series, as well as the Homeworld franchises, and at least 1 new exciting IP. Beyond these plans, Take-Two believes that there are incremental opportunities to invest in new projects and expand GearBox's proven franchises. They also break down some of the management comments from the higher-ups of what their thoughts were from this acquisition, and it basically reads that our acquisition of GearBox Entertainment is an exciting moment for Take-Two Interactive and will strengthen our industry-leading creative talents and portfolio of our other IPs, including the iconic Borderlands franchise, said Strauss Zelnick, the chairman and CEO of Take-Two Interactive. This combination enhances our financial profile of our existing projects with GearBox and also unlocks the opportunity for us to drive increased long-term growth by leveraging the full resources of Take-Two Interactive across all of GearBox Software's exciting initiatives. It goes on by saying, with nearly 20 years of history of working together, GearBox has played an integral role in the success given their unique ability to create interactive entertainment experiences that feature beloved characters, exciting new worlds, and humorous storytelling. And then I'm just gonna kind of skip around this article. It also says that joining forces with Take-Two Interactive and 2K will help GearBox Software ascend to the next level, said Randy Pitchford, the founder and CEO of GearBox Entertainment. Take-Two and 2K have demonstrated repeatedly their commitment to our engine of generating creativity, happiness, as well as profit. We set the bar for interactive entertainment and achieve remarkable results with groundbreaking, record-setting games when we work together at arm's length as partners. I'm incredibly excited about what we can accomplish now that we're fully aligned as one. The last main takeaway that I wanted to make sure that I stated was that Take-Two Interactive currently controls the long-term publishing rights of the critically and commercially acclaimed Borderlands franchise and Tiny Tina's Wonderland, as well as many other IPs and projects that are still in the works and not yet to even come to light. So like I said previously, a ton of legal jargon and info on this acquisition. I didn't really want to read through the whole thing, but if you guys want to check it out, I'll drop a link in the description. That way you guys can read it if you want to read it. I'll also make sure to timestamp the video so you can kind of skip through the different chapters. So now let's break down some of these story details that have leaked for Borderlands 4. So what we can expect from Borderlands 4. The direction of the plot of Borderlands 4 is pretty unpredictable. Borderlands has always been fairly simple with its setup. Players take on the role of vault hunters whose mission is to find the best available loot. Occasionally the plot has deviated, with the vault Vault Hunters having to contend with violent cults, even a Dungeons and Dragons style campaign. However, in the end, the game is always about shooting things and finding treasure. Many like myself have believed that the final encounter with the fabled Siron occurred in Borderlands 3, when the beloved Vault Hunter Lilith sacrificed her life for the group. Lilith's continued existence was alluded in the director's cut DLC for the game, though not much was actually disclosed, and it does seem like that this is the direction of the plot that Borderlands 4 will go off of, maybe even venturing outside of the Pandora. That being said, this is just leaked and it's not official, so take it with a grain of salt. There's also some other leaked information to the changes to the gameplay, as the main formula, which combines the fast-paced first-person shooter gameplay with RPG leveling and gear chasing, it's largely not changed since the game's release in 2007. The Borderlands formula has undergone a few changes over time. Players can now mantle and slide in Borderlands 3 like they can in Apex Legends and some of the newer Call of Duty games. Even Randy Pitchford, the CEO of GearBox Entertainment, alluded to this one as the big one. Now that might just mean that this is the biggest Borderlands game that's ever been made. There's also some leaks and rumors at one point that they were talking about the game could possibly be an MMORPG. Games like Bungie's Destiny franchise have done incredibly well as an ongoing shooter, so the Borderlands franchise may switch to a live service for the 4th installment. This would enable players to return to Borderlands 4 day after day for years on end and continuously be rewarded with new content, as opposed to completing the storyline once and being done with it. That would be a huge step for the future of the Borderlands franchise, and who knows, it might be the much needed breath of fresh air. Like I said, it's just leaked, it's just rumored. Don't shoot the messenger. Now let's move on to talking about the release date. Given that Randy Pitchford hinted that GearBox was hiring for its upcoming game all the way back in 2021, it stands to reason that the game Borderlands 4 was actually in active development at that time. This would imply that it's almost time for fans to learn about the team's upcoming project, as it's almost been close to 3 years. The release dates of Borderlands, the prequel, in 2014 and Borderlands 3 in 2019 were separated by about 5 years. Given that the third mainline Borderlands games wasn't released on consoles for another 5 years after that, a Borderlands 4 announcement could happen at any time. There's a good chance that the game will launch next year, assuming that 2024 will have an announcement made. If GearBox were to reveal its upcoming game this year, players might be able to play it even as early as the end of 2024, but most likely 2025. When it comes to platforms, most likely on the next-gen consoles, the PS5, Xbox Series X, as well as the PC. I don't see them trying to get the past-gen versions working and risk them not even being playable. But really, that's everything we know so far for the future of the Borderlands series. The Take-Two Interactive acquisition of GearBox Software seems like the hype is going to be real. It does look like the acquisition is going to go through, and this is going to be really good for the future of both franchises and both companies, really. A lot of it's still up in the air. If I find out anything new, you guys will be the first to know. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know in the comment section one thing you want out of Borderlands 4. Be sure to drop a like on this video, subscribe so you never miss a future video. This has been Zach with VGL. I'll catch you guys in the next one.